Greetings and salutations, my friends. Good morning, my friends. It's a beautiful Saturday morning here with a little bit of Bulletproof, and look at this. I got a special surprise for you this Sir, what's your name? Sir? Sir? Sir, what's your name? Sir? Sir, will you show us what that is in your hand?
No.
Do it. Don't be scared. Do it. Do it. There's millions of people watching right now. The heads of foreign states, celebrities around the world are watching you right now. Okay, ready, go. What is that, sir? It's goo that makes farting noises.
Out of a cup.
Out of a cup. Don't ask why we have that. Don't ask how we have that. But we have it, nonetheless. My friends, this morning I'm here bantering with my son, my youngest, who's making farting noises. Hang tight. The heads of state are kind of, they don't want to hear that right now. They're like, okay, last one, okay? So we're sitting here bantering, and I'm studying and reading, and we're discussing from one great book called The War of Art, a really interesting, someone just wrote, millions, ha ha ha, you're so wrong. What a freaking idiot.
What?
I know, some broad on here. Millions, ha ha ha, you're so wrong. There's so not millions of people on here. There's Nixon, there's so not millions of people watching you right now. You're so not that cool. Oh my gosh, can you believe that you would even say that? Millions. He thinks he's so cool.
That's a good impression.
I bet you $1,000 that's exactly how she talks. Oh my gosh. We're discussing an unbelievably brilliant principle this morning, this fine Saturday morning, right here with my boys. You get to see the conversations that we have, not only about little farting machines, but about this. Oh boy, we have a stage 5 clinger. This broad on here. Now she's telling me to shave my beard.
Okay.
I got $10 that says I know who it is too.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure it's a dude who's disguised as a chick who has a man crush on me but loves to just show up and talk smack. This is the thing, fellas. Here, let me teach you something. Boys, listen. Before we get into the great lesson from the book, if they really didn't care about you, okay, think about this. You know, people talk trash, we talk about haters and the whole thing.
Yeah.
If they really didn't care about you, if you were insignificant, like they say, oh, you're a piece of crap. We don't like you. We don't care about you. You're stupid. Why would they be on here?
I don't know.
Because they're freaking fans. Because they're fans. So all the people talking smack, all the little kids talking smack, what are they? Are they haters? They're freaking fans. If you're on here and talking smack, you're a fan. Thank you, fan. Remember that. You understand that? People, you're going to grow up, people are going to start talking smack to you. Oh, Pierce, you're an idiot. You can't play soccer good. Nixon, you're a weirdo. Your invention can't work, whatever, whatever. Guess what? They're jealous fans.
Baby, I love you.
Why would you get on here Saturday morning and listen to me?
Because they care.
The fact that they're following you.
If you don't.
But I digress. Let's talk about the book, The War of Art. Let me share with you, friends, an insight that I just had. It's phenomenal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Because this is something that every human being, me included, goes through. The last 30 days, I've been like going crazy, putting a project together. And it scared the hell out of me. I'm going to talk more about this later, about Lions Not Sheep racing. And what I did while I was banned for 30 days, I will tell you, like, absolutely terrified me. It was scary as shit. It was scary as hell. It like freaked me out. I'm sitting there thinking, why am I doing this? I don't belong. All the fear, right? Listen to this. Brilliant book, The War of Art. Boys, you listening? Okay? One of the titles, the title of this chapter. A professional acts in the face of fear. A professional acts in the face of fear. Okay, now listen. The amateur believes he must first overcome his fear, then do his work. You remember when you go cliff jumping in Lake Powell? You get up to the top? Do you ever, like, just all of a sudden the fear just goes away? No, you stand up there and you're nervous 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 and oh crap, oh, is it deep? Oh, and you get nervous, right?
Yeah.
When does the fear go away?
When you do it.
Boom. After you jump. After you jump.
You do it. Then you want to do it again and again.
Exactly. Stand up there all day long and you're still afraid, right? Listen, he says the amateur believes he must first overcome his fear, meaning you got to get to the top and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm good, and you jump off. It never happens that way. It never happens that way. It's only after you jump off the cliff that the fear subsides, okay? The amateur believes he must first overcome his fear, then do his work. The professional knows, listen, the professional, you boys are professionals, knows that fear can never be overcome. I'll tell you straight up, I'm terrified of a lot of things. I get nervous on a lot of things. When I was sitting on the starting line, I'm going to talk more about this. I was terrified. All of the thoughts, all of the fears. Like, what if I wreck? I'd already wrecked the truck. Another story for another day. Like 5 hours after I bought this truck, I rolled it 5 times, like in a hail of glory kind of a wreck.
Yeah, you were on.
No, but nobody even knows about this. Nobody even knows that I bought a race truck. Nobody even knows that Lions Not Sheep Racing exists because I've been banned for the last 30 days. But listen, the professional knows that fear can never be overcome. He knows there is no such thing as a fearless warrior or a dread-free artist. He knows there is no such thing as a fearless warrior or a dread-free artist. I'm sitting on the starting line, geared up, ready to go with 50 other trucks, and I'm like, what in the hell am I doing? I'm nervous, my heart's going, right? I told you guys this, I was freaking out. And then I was like, exact same thing you said. Until I push the gas, until I freaking haul balls out of here, until I start bumping and grinding and riding, like, let's go, let's do it. And then all of a sudden the fear, once you jump off the cliff, right, becomes, let's go higher, let's do it again, let's drive faster. Those first 10, 15, 20 minutes, I was terrified. Fear, a professional, my friends, knows there is no such thing as a fearless warrior. One of my favorite stories, you guys should check this out. One of my favorite stories is Mike Tyson. There's a video on YouTube about Mike Tyson. Yeah, Jeff, good comment. I'll touch on that in a second. There's a video on Mike Tyson and how he talked about before every one of his fights, he would literally become physically ill. He would like throw up in his dressing room, getting ready. He would physically, one of the most feared fighters, one of the most dominant fighters of our time, one of the most feared men on the planet, used to physically become ill. He would get sick. He was so scared. Walking out, he was talking about how he was scared. And then when he got in the ring, it was like he became a freaking caged animal. Like, to think that you're never going to fear is bullshit. It's not possible. Like, an amateur thinks, once I'm not scared of this project, then I'll launch the business. An amateur thinks, once I am not scared, then I'll do these things. A professional, realizes, this is scary shit, let's go do it. Like, I was scared to start this race team. I don't know anything about off-road racing. I've never done it before. But I was like, let's jump off a cliff. Let's go. There's only one way for me to learn. There's only one way for me to find out. There's only one way for me to overcome this fear. And I'm sitting on the starting line and I'm terrified the whole time building up to the race, registering for the race, seeing the other pros' names that have 25 years of racing history scared the shit out of me. And I was like, you got to get to the starting line. You got to go. And now that I have my first race under my belt, and the next race is in 2 weeks, I'm like, let's go race. Let's go higher up. I'm still nervous. I'm still afraid. I'm still feared. But the professional knows, right, boys? That fear's never going to go away. You're always going to have the fear and the trepidation. That's what you do with it. It's moving forward. It's jumping off that cliff. It's getting on the starting line and going. The amateur thinks that once fear is gone, then I'll do it. The amateur thinks, Well, I'm afraid, so that must be a sign that I shouldn't do it. The amateur thinks that once I'm safe and secure and everything's perfect and everything is well, then I'll go start the business. Then I'll do the deal. The pro is like, that fear, it's going to be here. It's not going to go anywhere. Let's rock and roll. My friends, this morning I was reading from The War of Art. It's a great book. Stephen Pressfield, I highly recommend it. I'm sitting here talking to my boys, the little men here, about fear and about overcoming it and about getting to the top of the cliff and realizing that that fear is real and using that fear to push you. This is a major, this next race for Lions Not Sheep Racing is literally like the Super Bowl of off-road racing. And I'm going to be there. And I'm going to be in the mix with other professional drivers that have been doing this for 20, 30 years. I'm going to be like, let's go. Scared? Yep. Fear? Yep. Trepidation? Yep. Heart moving? Yep. Push the gas. Let's roll. So, my friends, fear's a good thing. Fear's a motivator. Never run away. Never think that fear dissipates. Never think that fear just disappears. Never think that fear just magically goes away, because it doesn't. An amateur, a rookie, someone not doing anything thinks that fear will just magically be gone and then I'll start. The professional looks in the face of fear and says, let's do this shit, which is why the professional always earns more, which is why the professional accomplishes more, because if you're willing to look in that fear right in its face, if you're willing to go down that rabbit hole and deal with those emotions and those feelings, you will thrive. My friends, have an amazing day. Boys, say peace out.
Peace out.
Hey.
Bye.
Bye. He's the rebel of the group. My friends, God bless America.